Making tax difficult. It is, isn't it? It is pretty difficult to do MTD, but you do need software to help you. So which software should you choose as someone who's self-employed or running your own property portfolio? Let's have a look. So some of the things you may need just to understand first of all is if you have £50,000 worth of gross income, ignoring costs, or self-employment, adding on your rental property business, £50,000 or more, you will be sucked into MTD if that income was on the 24-25 tax return. MTD, 6th of April 2026. You need to be involved in this. You need software for your rental business, and if you've got self-employment business activities as well, you need a separate license. This can be very expensive for you. Finally, you may need to do 9 returns. If you are someone who's got rental property income, you'll have 5 returns. If you're self-employed, you'll have 5 returns. But what if you have both rental plus self-employment activity? Well, now you have 9 returns to do. Wow, a lot more administration. Here's our webinar on the 12th of November 2025, where we help you to understand what MTD is, what you could do about it, and we'll be answering your questions on this subject. You can register for free using that QR code. The link will also be shown in the description box below. Choosing the right software. I've looked at 3 areas: ease of use, cost, and functionality. And this is really based on what you, the audience, have been saying about each and respective pieces of software. And I've chosen the best, to be fair. So Landlord Vision, ease of use, 5 out of 5. Cost 4 out of 5. It's quite reasonable on price. Some people might say it's a little bit more for entry level. Landlord Vision is for property investors. Functionality, because it's Landlord Vision, it is geared towards landlords. So there's a lot more functionality for property owners than anything else, but worth having a look at. Second of all, free agent. I love free agent. There's a lot going on here. Ease of use, 5 out of 5. I've used it. I can easily navigate through that system quite easily. The cost, there are so many entry point levels, plus there's the kind of bells and whistles. I have to give it 5 out of 5 because the cost entry level is so cheap. It's free. How do I get free? Well, we'll talk about that on our webinar. Functionality, 4 out of 5. It's not as detailed as what Landlord Vision could be, but you are paying more for Landlord Vision. Hammock, another good software, ease of use, a little bit more clunkier than Landlord Vision and Free Agent is. Cost, again, pretty reasonable in terms of the entry points. Functionality, it's got pretty much everything you would expect. Again, geared towards, I would say, landlords and property owners. And then, of course, there's the big daddy of them all, I kind of think, from a branding perspective, Xero. Now, I personally do like Xero. I think there's a lot of ease. They changed the system quite a lot. So ease of use, I would say there's so many navigation bars that you have to go through. For me, it's getting a little bit more difficult to use, not easier. Their changes aren't always for the best. So ease of use, I'm giving this 4 out of 5. It's still a lot easier than other systems like Intuit, QuickBooks. From a cost-based perspective, I would say it's pricier. There's a lot more kind of add-ons that you can have. Before you know it, you are racking up at £100 per month for that system. Functionality, 4 out of 5. Again, very similar to Free Agent. It does very well for self-employed people. It does all what you would expect to do. MTD submissions, VAT submissions, etc. But if you're a property owner, it probably doesn't have the functionality. So if you are really intent on getting a piece of software for you as a property owner, you want all the bells and whistles and happy to pay for it, then look at Landlord Vision and look at Hammock. In any of these situations that you face yourself with 4 pieces of software, you think, oh, well, this is still too much. Maybe break it down to 2 that you like, do your own research now, and then do a trial period with 2 of these softwares, and then find out which one you are going to like the most. I can only give you my background and use of these systems, but it's really down to you and how you're going to use them and what benefits you will really appreciate. So there you are. There's our 4 pieces of software for MTD. Go check them out yourself. Here is some details about us. So my name is Simon Misiewicz. there's our link to our website. If you're looking for a new accountant or bookkeeper, then feel free to use that QR code to get a free 15-minute discovery call. And don't forget the Making Tax Digital webinar from 12th of November 2025. Use the QR codes. The links will also be shown in the description box below.